Cause they don't love it, 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 they don't love it.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we'll see Geno Smith. He's coming off a nice week throwing the ball. 4 touchdown throws. It's the Patriots and the Jags on Monday Night Prime Time.
It is a chilly night here in the northeastern U.S., but we've got some football to keep us warm at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Tonight we wrap up this Thanksgiving weekend with a compelling matchup, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the New England Patriots. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Patriots team entering play. They come in playing some decent football, 5-3 in their last 8 games.
And going back through the tape, I thought they looked pretty good last week. It was a solid win.
Playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the #1 overall pick of the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance, because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of great decisions out there.
And got him to win. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. Now Lawrence to throw. Well, the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks, because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage.
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Under pressure, and they get to him again. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. They'll make that a second sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
But they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
So out come the Patriots here to get their first shot on offense. And they're led out by their mobile quarterback out of West Virginia. It's Geno Smith.
After seeing what he did last week, throwing 4 touchdown passes, I had to go to my thesaurus to try and come up with some great words for what he did. I'm still coming up blank. He was scintillating.
I'm going simple. I don't have your thesaurus. I'm going dynamite. He was dynamite.
I'll take it.
The rushing numbers for Stevenson from last week. 12 carries, 56 yards.
Well, to no one's surprise, he gets an early rep right there, and they've been playing their best ball this season as they've built this winning streak. And that includes the ground game. Bruce kept the offense productive and put them in position to win ball games. The question now is, can this defense that he's facing do what others haven't and finally put a stop to this streak?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run once more with Stevenson. And taken down just shy of the 40. You look at this Jaguar defense. They enter this one number 13, Charles, in the NFL in stopping the run.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator, because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit. They're facing the #1 rushing team.
establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early. This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the chains, right? 5 more.
All the way in. Touchdown, New England. Ramondre Stevenson, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Patriots will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms.
It's accelerating, and off he goes. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline.
The Jags with the football to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Lawrence will throw. This complete to Lockett. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play a perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. A very quick pass to Ridley. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and he's going to lead to 3rd down. Here's Lawrence to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
And that one was a lot of fun right there, because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw taken in by Ridley here.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
And Kirk is going to have the Jaguars first down as the tackle is made at the 28-yard line. And to throw again is Lawrence. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second. Now Lawrence. And this a quick slant to Lockett. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. On 3rd down, Lawrence. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Offense gets set to go, and there's Ramondre Stevenson. And you see the last drive, great chunk of yardage, the touchdown on 5 carries. And offensively, everything just looked in sync, didn't it?
It did, and the reason that it was in sync is because it's a combination of play calling, game plan, offensive line marrying up with all their blocks. But don't forget the receivers out on the perimeter. Any type of a long run, the receivers have had a hand in that because they've occupied people downfield. And, of course, give the big credit to the man with the football. Great vision, good movement, gets to the end zone.
They're going to drop him behind the line yet again, and things going from bad to worse. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. 60 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Now a 2nd and 2. Up the middle they go. Rodgers. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Now a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Stevenson. 20, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Ramondre Stevenson. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Patriots will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. The Jags going to go on offense now late in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it. Down by 2 scores. Now Lawrence on 1st down. The pass complete to Ingram on the crossing route. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. He targets Ingram for another grab.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, this from 53. And that is no good. Hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in, and they will remain 2 scores down as the difference holds at 11.
Yeah, it's been a disappointing first half for him, all things considered. And this can serve as the capper. It's a missed field goal in the late going, and that's only going to serve to lessen the mood even further.
The final shot here before break. Smith slings this deep from McLaurin. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we are at halftime. Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I liked what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield. I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
There he goes, left side. Inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Ramondre Stevenson, 73 yards. And the Patriots come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. A quick throw there is incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Hey, I'm gun.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Finds his tight end, Ingram. Fights through, and now a crease. Still going. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. A big play there on the catch and run. 61 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Here's Lawrence. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. There'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And 3rd and 8 now.
It's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Lawrence. And this is going to be incomplete. Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 33. Sanders' kick is good. And that'll get the deficit down to 15. So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores. And at this point in the third quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. Possession back to the Patriots from Andre Stevenson, headed out with the offense. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt. Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home, because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does. He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too. It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react. Out of the gun, they give it to Stevenson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 191 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. This is Stevenson. He's got it to the 43 here. Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly. I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football. Now a short one to Gesicki. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 29-yard line. The third down conversion is successful. Give him 12 yards that time. Up the middle, here's Stevenson. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. Back now in Foxborough. We get set for the 4th quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football. Back to Stevenson on first down. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line. Straight ahead, it's Stevenson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten it. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriots score. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Pats are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And that 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the 4th quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Well, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Lawrence, a short throw to Ingram. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, first down.
First down, Jacksonville.
From midfield now, Lawrence. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Now a handoff up the middle. Lowry. He's to the 15. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A big play there. 50 yards. And the Jaguars are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Lawrence and the Jags offense staying out there. They'll go for 2 here. They'll look to throw. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Illegal touching. Offense.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Ramondre Stevenson, 47 yards. And the Patriots have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. Now Ryland for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Well, I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. 1 play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
On 1st down, Lawrence. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Lawrence's throw here taken in by Ingram. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd. The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Lawrence. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score.
Go, let's go.
Now Lawrence to throw. And he floated one out there, incomplete.
This has been a rough one to put it mildly for him, and after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's got a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Lawrence will throw. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. Now a handoff. Stevenson might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Stevenson gets it again on 2nd down. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Again, it's Stevenson. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9. Now it's Stevenson. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Stevenson is into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown.
Well, he's been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Jaguars 14. Chad Ryland to kick off for the Patriots.
Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. Jacksonville set to go again offensively. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
On third down, Lawrence. It got his man complete. A big connection on that one. And even 60 yards. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just the week of